Hello, so this is the add-on to the previous video. So last video I made dough, and in this video I am now making the meat. So what you need is 4 pounds of meat, but then you take away 1/3 of a pound, just in case like over-salted or something else, or just anything that happens. So you can always add more meat, just in case. What you need to do is you need to cut 2 onions. You can either cut them into pieces, or you can just use a food processor and blend them, which is what I'm gonna do. So now we're putting in the onions to our food processor. And we just take the whole bowl, or do it one by one. Thank you, my mysterious helper. And now you close it. And then you start pulsing it. Pulse the onion until it's as small as rice grains. If there are still pieces that aren't blending, you can always put a little bit of the blended onion into the meat and just blend it. Maybe it'll be easier. After you got your onions, take the blade and put it where the meat is. Yeah. Now that we got our onion done, and we put it in our meat, and we start folding it in and taking out all the big pieces. So first you take out all the big pieces, then you start folding it in like the dough. You go from the bottom and then fold it up top, and you just keep going until all the onions are incorporated with the meat. And now it is time for the seasoning. So first you need to do is roughly maybe 2 to 2.5 teaspoons of salt. And then a lot of pepper. Remember, if something goes wrong, you hopefully put away 1/3 of some meat if you over season something. So, yeah. And you keep adding. And then you add. Where'd my cumin go? Oh, there. Cumin? Cumin. Then you add, you said cumin. Kiwi? It's kiwi. Half a teaspoon of cumin. And then, here, it's cumin. Then you start mixing. You could do, if you want to check if your meat is well seasoned, you can take some on a plate and then microwave it for a little bit until it's cooked and try it, and then you can add seasoning or remove it, or just not remove it. Add some meat that you put away for this. That's what I'm going to do right now. Another thing you need to add is some water. So you can just take your food processor and then kind of rinse out all the rest of the onion that's in here. Pour it out, and boom, you got extra onion. So it's about maybe half a cup of water. And then you mix it in. And then you can add some garlic, maybe about 2 or 3 cloves of garlic. And I'm gonna add them. Okay, now that we got the meat and we got the dough, now we put it all together. First, we flour our hands, very, very important, so they don't stick to us. Took a little too much, so I put it back. Now, I put it on the flour thing, much easier. And then I roll it, and then we start rolling it with a rolling pin or with your hands into this tortilla shape. Small and round. Need to flour my rolling pin. And we roll it. Turn it. Then there's this thing, you need to keep turning it over so it won't stick to the counter. And it's okay if it's a bit not circle-ish, but preferably not a big blob or anything. There we go. So, it is about this thin, and we take a piece of meat, we plop it, and then we flatten it down like a little patty. And then there's a special way you need to fold it. You take a piece, and then you kind of fold it like that, and then you fold it, and then you put it down. And then you go the same way the rest of the time. If your dough isn't really sticking, you can use a little bit of water to make it stick to each other better. Make sure that there is a hole in the middle, because it's just the way it's supposed to be. Here. It's about to look something like this, or like this, if yours doesn't turn out with a nice pretty fold. So then, you move on, and you need to go deep fry it. Now that we got all these set up and really pretty, it's time to fry them. So once the oil is hot, you need to gently place it so this opening will be on the bottom. So what you're looking for is one side to become golden brown. This is how they look after they've been turned over. Then you take them off, and then you eat them. Enjoy your Beleshi. Bye!